You've asked your child to put on their shoes 4 times. The bus is coming in 3 minutes. You can feel your own patience thinning, and they're standing there completely frozen, maybe crying, maybe just staring at the wall. And you think, why won't they just listen? Here's what's actually happening inside that little body, and it changes everything once you understand it. Children's brains are still under construction. The part of the brain responsible for following instructions, managing impulses, and thinking logically, the prefrontal cortex, doesn't fully mature until the mid-20s. In young children especially, it's barely online. And when a child feels stressed, overwhelmed, scared, or emotionally flooded, that part of the brain essentially goes quiet. Not because they're being defiant, because they genuinely can't access it in that moment. Researchers who study the developing brain describe it this way. Stress triggers a survival response. The body prioritizes protection over thinking. Heart rate rises, muscles tighten, and the brain's attention narrows down to the perceived threat, which might be a lost toy, a transition they weren't ready for, or the tone of voice that told them they were running late. To a child's nervous system, emotional pain and physical danger feel remarkably similar. The brain doesn't always distinguish between the two. So when you're in the middle of a grocery store and your 4-year-old is on the floor because you said no to the cereal with the cartoon on the box, they are not performing. They are overwhelmed. Their thinking brain has stepped aside, and their emotional brain is running the show. Giving more instructions in that moment is like handing someone a map when they're drowning. It doesn't reach them. The same thing happens during homework battles at the kitchen table. A child who has been holding it together all day at school, managing social pressure, sitting still, following rules, comes home and falls apart over a math worksheet. Parents sometimes interpret this as laziness or attitude. What it often is exhaustion. The child spent every drop of their regulation capacity at school, and home is where they finally feel safe enough to let it out. That's actually a sign of trust, even when it doesn't feel like it. Classroom transitions work the same way. When a teacher announces it's time to stop an activity and move to something new, some children shift easily. Others shut down or act out. The children who struggle aren't less capable. They're often children whose nervous systems need a little more time, a little more predictability, a little more connection before they can move forward. And this is the key insight. Connection comes before cooperation. When a child feels emotionally safe, when they feel seen and understood rather than managed and corrected, their nervous system settles. And a settled nervous system is a learning nervous system. Consistent boundaries matter too, not because they control children, but because predictability feels safe. When children know what to expect, their brains can relax enough to actually engage. Structure and warmth together are far more effective than either one alone. So what can parents and educators actually do with this? The first strategy is to lower the temperature before you raise expectations. When a child is clearly overwhelmed, pause. Get down to their level. Make brief, calm eye contact. You don't have to fix the feeling, just acknowledge it. I can see this is really hard right now. That small moment of connection can shift the entire interaction. The second strategy is to give transition warnings before they're needed. 2 minutes before it's time to leave the park, say so. 1 minute before homework starts, say so. Children who feel ambushed by change resist it. Children who feel prepared for it can usually meet it. The third strategy is to repair after the hard moments. Every parent loses patience. Every teacher has a rough day. What matters most is what happens next. A simple, "I got frustrated earlier and I'm sorry I raised my voice," teaches children more about emotional health than almost anything else. It shows them that relationships survive ruptures, and that honesty and repair are things adults do too. Children don't stop listening because they don't care. They stop listening because something inside them has gone offline, and they need someone calm to help them find their way back. That someone can be you.